Hello, my friends. Pardon me while I adjust my camera here. I have a brand new camera arm, and it's just taking me a while to make sure that I have it exactly where I want it on my desk every time. So hopefully this will work for our project today. If it's too close up, leave me a comment and I will see if I can fix that, all right? I've had some trouble going live today, so I'm going to wait until I see eyeballs in the corner. So if you are there, oh man, there's 7 eyeballs right there at once. So okay, we are live then. Great. Today I wanted to share a card that I have been sitting on for a while. I absolutely love it, but I didn't want to show it too soon because you couldn't get the products yet. And that's irritating to me when you see things too early, right? So, well, these products are available now because Celebration finally started on January 4th, and it goes through the end of February. And if you have been a Celebration participant before, you know how awesome that is. Every $50 you spend in the Stampin' Up! Catalog gives you a free choice from this special rewards brochure. And the choices are amazing. Stamp sets, 12 by 12 paper. And this year there is, oh, look at the paper, so pretty. A bundle that you can get free with any $100 you spend. So we're going to talk about this bundle. It's called the Friendly Hello. And it is giant 12 by 12 papers and a beautiful stamp set to match. And the artwork is coordinating perfectly. Colors are gorgeous. I'm just going to show you the paper really quickly and then we'll dive into the card itself. So this is the paper we're going to be using today. I love that. It's Petal Pink, Basic Black, and Whisper White. And then it's got all sorts of different patterns. They're not all too girly, so don't worry about that. But most of them are just unabashedly spring and pastels. And this is actually my favorite sheet here. That looks like my old blog design, doesn't it? With the turquoise and the bird. Yeah, love these papers. And so that is very worth spending your Celebration credits on if you have a $100 order. So if you need one of these brochures or you need the big Stampin' Up! Catalog, I give them out free. So just let me know, okay? So here's the stamp set we're going to use. And then this is the card. Are we ready? Okay, it's called the Flip Upside card. No, what did they call it? The Flip, Maybe you can suggest a name in the comments. How's that? This flips up, okay? That's our main secret here. And then it opens like a regular card. Isn't that fun? I love this design. And you know what? I showed it to my demonstrator team for our January party, or not January, Christmas party. And I have had it here on my desk all that time waiting to show you. Hopefully everything's still gathered because it was all in a basket. You know what happens to supplies in a basket. They get up and walk away, right? So I've gone through everything once and I think it's all here. So bear with me today if it's a little scattered. Okay, but let's learn how to make this cut first. So it takes one piece of 8.5 by 11 paper because this is all one piece. All right, so let me show you how that works. Let me see where we are as far as the camera. I think y'all can see. The first thing we're going to do is score it into quarters. So we're going to score it at 5.5, which is halfway the long way, and 4.25, which is halfway the vertical way. Okay, so y'all know how to do that, right? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Now, if you look, here's one of our blank patterns. We're going to need to remove this quarter entirely, plus a small amount, that's only 1/2 inch, of this quarter. So we're going to put our paper back in at the 4 and, oh, I'm sorry, put it back in at the 5.5 mark. But this time we're going to use our cutting blade, okay? So get your scoring blade out of the way and use your cutting blade. We're going to cut just past the 4.25 mark to the 4 3/4 mark. All right, so on the 5.5, cut right to the middle, and then it's just 1/2 inch past that to the 4 3/4. Okay, when I pull this up, you'll see we're preparing to remove this quarter entirely. So we've cut the whole quarter plus 1/2 inch into this quarter. Now we're going to turn the paper so that we've got it going vertically, and we're going to put the edge of the paper at 4 3/4 over here. You'll see what I'm doing in a second, and draw it down just to the 5 1/2 inch mark. Okay, and look at how nicely that whole quarter was removed from our sheet. The whole quarter plus 1/2 inch into the next one. All right, so same deal on this other side, but this time we only need to take off 1/2 inch. So I've got it in the 1/2 inch, and we're taking it down to the 5 1/2. All right, and then you can use your scissors to trim that, or just stick it back in your trimmer and make sure that gets removed. Nope, I didn't quite go far enough there. There we go. All right, so we've got our 1/2 inch off this and our 1/2 inch off this. Now we just need a 1/2 inch off this. It doesn't quite make sense yet. Just go to it and you'll see it's actually quite an easy thing. Okay, so here's our card. The basic card base, same as a regular card that fits in an ordinary envelope, and then the flap comes down on top. Perfectly cute. All right, so I did that in green, but the card that I made did it in black, so we'll keep going with black from here on out. All right, gather my thoughts here. So we have pattern paper, and we're going to need 2 pieces that are this side, so 1 for each side of the flap, and those pieces are 3 inches wide by 4 3/4 long. So let's put those on. Use my green glue today. There we go. It's cold. Everything's cold here today. I went to get groceries and it was 12 degrees. Who wants to go grocery shopping in 12 degrees? Not me. But I did, because that's what grown-ups do, right? They go grocery shopping even when they don't want to. So both sides of our flap are getting this paper, which, what did I say? I think I said it was 3 by 4 3/4. So already it's super pretty. Let's look at it already. Already that is a very striking card, isn't it? But wait, there's more. So because my panel here has a really busy pattern, I chose one of the other patterns that is not quite so busy. To put on my card cover. And then because I'm a cheapskate, and sometimes I only use my best paper on the cover and cheaper paper on the inside, this is some Hostess free paper from the Pattern Party pack, and it's just black and white, but it coordinates pretty well with our peach, petal pink, and black and white. Okay, so that's this, and then we're going to need white. I totally should have demonstrated this project for you right after I demoed it for my team, because I had all sorts of nifty tips to share, but now I can't remember what they are, so sorry guys. Nah, I'm kidding. We'll go back and we'll get the nifty tips along the way. Okay, so that's our basic card. Isn't that easy? Very easy. So for decoration then, I thought it'd be fun to have a little surprise when the fold flips up. So I have a piece of white. Just a second and I'll give you the measurements. And normally, yes, you'd stamp that before you put that down. All right, so this piece looks like about 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And the only thing to worry about there is just make sure it's centered enough that it's covered when the flap comes down. I should have burnished all my folds because they are not wanting to stay folded. Okay, and then we're decorating across the front here. I will stamp before I put that down. And then the rest of the front was just some hand-cut flowers from the matching stamp set. And they match the flowers in the background of the paper. Love that. And then I stamped the bird image. This bird is so cute. And some of the random sprigs and leaves around it to kind of make a little vignette around my birdie. And then in here I just stamped the sentiment, which I'll have to center right over the smudge, which hopefully you can't see, but I just pointed out, so there you go. And some flowers down here. And then just to spice it up a little bit, I added blends in Pale Papaya, dark and light, just to add a little bit of color and interest to the flowers and the birds. So there you go. I can't remember if I called it a flip-up card. I think I did, a flip-up card. So there you go. That's the flip-up card as taught to me by my friend Dawn, who is going to be assisting us here at Stampin' Up. I'm excited about that. She is going to be keeping an eye out for fabulous projects for me to share with you, and I'm very excited about working with Dawn Cloman from my team of demonstrators as one of my assistants for Song of My Heart. So there we have it. She's off to a great start, isn't she? All right, I hope you enjoyed that card, and I hope you enjoyed the sneak peeks of the papers and the stamp sets that you can get free during celebration. There are no limits on that. You are welcome to purchase as much as you want. And each $50 or $100 spent will get you a free choice from the celebration brochure. If you need a celebration brochure or a Stampin' Up catalog or information on how to join Stampin' Up, this is my email address, Lyssa@songofmyheartstampers.com, and I would love to hook you up with whatever you need for crafting. I've got your back. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.